What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. We've got mono red today, and I'm not really a big fan of mono red. I'm just gonna throw that out there. And through the whole series, when we were playing Blue Eye Control, I kind of talked trash about mono red, to be honest, quite a bit. And here we are playing it. We're just gonna. This is kind of, this is a little bit different. Of course, it has like a lot of the staple cards in it that you'll find in most of them, right? But we'll go over the deck list a little bit. So for Heartfire Hero, I was actually thinking about taking this out. The extra added value of being able to burn your opponent when it dies is pretty cool. We do have some different ways to pump it with like Might of the Meek. Target creature gains trample until end of turn. It also gets +1/+0 until end of turn if you control a mouse. Draw a card. So we got 4 copies of that. Bane Splitter is pretty awesome. Just the fact that it does attach itself to a creature as soon as it comes into play. It does have flash, so you can use it as a combat trick. When we're on, Bane Splitter enters, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +2/+0. The downside is that once that creature leaves, the equip cost is 3 mana. So that's a little bit steep, in my opinion. 4 copies of Swift Spear. I was actually thinking about taking Swift Spear out of the deck too, and replacing it with Scamp. We're gonna go with this one for now, though, and see how it performs. Monstrous Rage. Target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Create a monster roll token attached to it. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 has trample. So we're gonna have 4 copies of that, obviously, for obvious reasons. It's really huge, especially with Slickshot Show Off, which we have 4 of. Of course, if you play Magic, this guy is no stranger, right? He's kind of ruining everybody's lives. But flying in haste, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Slickshot Show Off gets +2/+0 until end of turn. You can plot them for 2. So when you plot, you may pay 2 and exile the card casted as a sorcery on a later turn without paying its mana cost, but you can only plot as a sorcery. Alright, Scorching Shot is really cool. It's actually like a pretty decent card in my opinion. Again, I know I'm saying really cool. It's just some of these cards are, I like a little bit, but again, not a fan of mono red. Scorching Shot, 2 red, Scorching Shot deals 5 damage to target creature. Manifold Mouse, we're throwing them in there for the double strike. We have 2 copies in there right now. So 2 for a 1/2. Mouse Soldier does have Offspring. But at the beginning of combat on your turn, target mouse you control gains your choice of double strike or trample until end of turn. And so Offspring is when you pay an additional 2 as you cast this spell, this creature, when it enters, create a 1/1 copy of it. So you can give, at the beginning of combat on your turn, either double strike or trample. 3 copies of Lightning Strike. I did have 4, as well as I think 3 or 4 copies of Shock. But we do have Sellsword that kind of took the place of one of those. So Sellsword, the creature portion of it, I mean, we're not really going to be casting that, obviously, in mono red. We could run a Rakdos version of this, red and black, and then Kala's Sellsword, we'd actually be able to get the full value out of it, which I have considered that. For the sake of this video, it is just mono red, and this is the version that I've kind of been playing around with for a little bit. Because I kind of figured that mono red would be a deck that I would go to here and there. Again, but not a fan. So, Burn Together for 1 red, Sorcery Adventure, the bottom left corner of the card here. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to any other target, then sacrifice it. So that's the portion of the card that we're interested in, obviously, and that pairs really well with Slick Shot and Demonic Ruckus. So 2 mana, enchantment aura, enchanted creature gets +1/+1, has menace and trample. When Demonic Ruckus is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you get the draw card, and it has plot for 1 red. 4 copies of Emberheart Challenger, just because haste and prowess. Again, We definitely want as much haste as we can get. I was thinking about taking Heartfire Hero out and replacing it with something like Phoenix Chick, just so you know, Phoenix Chick does have flying, so there's the evasion aspect of the decision, and you know, it does have haste, so he comes down, you can Monstrous Rage on the same turn, get some damage in, but for the sake of what we're doing currently, we're just going to keep Heartfire Hero in here and just kind of see how it performs. So case of the Crimson Pulse, the biggest problem with mono red is that you don't really have a way to keep cards in your hand. So with this, when this case enters, discard a card, then draw 2. To solve, you have no cards in hand. And then solved, at the beginning of your upkeep, discard your hand, then draw 2 cards. So if you don't have a hand, then, you know, that's basically ensuring that we're able to draw 2 cards each turn. So we have a couple of copies in there. Hopefully it doesn't get too much in the way of what we're actually trying to do, which is drain our opponent's health as quickly as possible. But just, you know, when we get to that point where we don't have, when we're top decking, and we don't really have, we're losing hope, I guess you could say, case of the Crimson Pulse, I think, is going to come in the clutch and provide us some assurance, as well as maybe a little bit of insurance. So, again, Scorching Shot, 5 damage to target creature. It is sorcery speed, but just in case they are clogging up the ground, we have 2 copies of that in there. Just trying to get rid of anything a little bit bigger. So we're going to go ahead and jump in and see what we can do with this version of the deck. And we may make some changes as we go. All right. But I hope you guys have had an awesome day and are continuing to have an awesome day. It was actually a little bit cooler tonight, so that was nice. It was nice to sit outside for a little while and enjoy the nice weather we've had, because it's been extremely muggy for a while now, and so that was extremely welcomed. I'll say that. Standard ranked mono red. Here we go. No turning back now. No siree. Silver Jumper. Alright. Mono red. Mono e mono. Is it mono e mono? Probably. What are these things? Yep. Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead and keep this. We're on the draw, unfortunately, and we're up against mono red. Wonderful. Start off with a Swift Spear, just because I didn't think he'd want to block it with Heartfire Hero. It'd be nice if you just kind of burn this one off the field. They've got a Monastery Swift Spear of their own, as well as a Bane Splitter. Of course. Wouldn't have it any other way. Let's see. So, probably just go... We could go with 2 Heartfire Hero. Or just go Emberheart. I feel like we could do this first. So we're taking at least 5 here. Yep. So taking 8 as trample, blocking this wouldn't really do us. I mean, let's just go ahead and take this. The mirror match is always the hardest one. It's basically whoever gets the better hand, you know, wins. So Let's throw these out here. And again, he was attacking for 6 with trample. And there we go. So basically, I mean, he's running the same deck. We're running all the same things. He got a much better draw than we did. All right, jump into the next game. So as always, you know, I really don't like mirror matches. I'm not a fan. I mean, if we're winning, okay, I guess, right? But not really a fan of the mono red mirror match. It reminds me too much of how pathetic it is. So we have a couple of lands: Heartfire Hero, Demonic Ruckus. We have a Monstrous Rage. We have a Sellsword. Seems like a pretty decent starting hand. Again, we're on the draw. And again, here's mono red. So maybe playing the Monasteries with Spear is a mistake to start off with. Maybe we should have went Heartfire Hero. In the sequence of events. Okay. So let's throw another Swift Spear in and a Heartfire Hero in. And they probably like come back with one Monastery Swift Spear and another Heartfire Hero. Is that what's gonna happen? Oh, okay. Yep. Sure. Already down to 7. Well, there's a lightning strike. So we kind of need to block the damage that's going to be coming on the backswing here. And they do have a blocker in Heartfire Hero, which is also going to take our life down. And that's the thing, like, we're on the draw. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. We'll pass a turn. But of course, if we block the Heartfire Hero, or if we kill off the Heartfire Hero, then we're just going to take that 4 damage. If they had a shock right here and attacked in with Heartfire Hero, I mean, just thinking about it. Okay, Ruckus, sure. Be nice to get away from other mono red decks. But maybe that's all we're gonna see. And they're just putting the pressure on. So Okay. We can block this guy. We could even like double block the Swift Spear. And block this one. Well, let's see. So 7's still coming through. Let's try that. Yeah. And there you go. So let's get away from mono red and stop playing the mirror match. That'd be pretty fun. While drafting, you can hold down the Alt key, Option key on Mac to show how many copies of a card you already own. There's a lot of different shortcuts in this, especially when searching for different cards, things of that nature. Hardfire Hero, Lightning Strike, Slick Shot, and opponents going first. Let me guess, mono red mirror. Okay. Potentially not. Looks like tokens, if I had to guess. Alright. We could go ahead and throw our Slick Shot out to the side. We kind of need to get some damage going. Let's see. Heartfire Hero again. Let's just drop it and let it go. I like this dragon. It's pretty awesome. At least they have a pet. It's pretty sweet. It's like if Thor had a pet. They're gonna take out my other Heartfire Hero? No? Okay. Make a token? Sure. This is... well... Challenger. You're gonna take that out too? Okay. Okay, so far they've had efficient removal. They are down to having only 2 cards left in hand, though. Okay. So maybe we just go ahead and Slick Shot. They're gonna get rid of him. There it goes. Pretty efficient removal. Alright. So, could Lightning Strike them a couple of times? Get the cards out of her hand. Try to get a case of the Crimson Pulse down. Pretty efficient removal, though, on their part. I'll give them that. So we're gonna have to get this down. Okay. So we could just do the splitter. Now we're just kind of to a point where we don't have any creatures in hands and they've got a bunch of tokens in play. Okay. Attack for 4. Still don't have a creature. Last turn. Get hit for another 4. They could go ahead and pump this. So if they have a land in hand, they'll be able to pump this all the way up and pretty much be able to take us out. Make a copy of a token. That was pretty good on their part. I'll give them that. They had the removal they needed. And next turn they'll be able to pump all their tokens. Okay, and that does it for us. They got rid of all of our threats, and we were down to top decking. So far, Mono Red is having well, at least I, on my version of Mono Red, am having no luck. Go ahead and jump into another one. I think, you know, like throwing green in there, and throwing black in there definitely gives more utility to the deck, but this is just strictly on Mono Red. I'm, again, like, I've played so many different Mono Red decks, and I haven't been a fan in such a long time. There was a time when I enjoyed playing it, you know, but it's been very long ago. Recently, it's been just been a little bit toxic in the meta as far as like different combinations with red. But I just wanted to go ahead and do a stream of Mono Red, just, you know, no additional colors, and just kind of see how it performs. Because, I mean, when I was playing Control, I had a hard time with Mono Red, and I just, you know, I talked a lot of trash about it, and I was like, oh, how hard is it to rank up with Mono Red, you know? So I just wanted to kind of see like how the other side lives, you know, a little bit. So maybe we just want to cast a Ruckus straight up. Surprised they don't have the removal for it. It's kind of strange that they don't. You're gonna make us sacrifice a creature.
Something suspicious is
okay,
going on.
I get it now.
For once, it's not like... I've always hated crowds.
Okay. We could go. Well, we need another mana to cast Manifold Mouse with some Offspring. Might as well go ahead and attack into Liliana. Alright, and we'll pass turn. Try to get a case of the Crimson Pulse down.
Drop it.
think we'll just get rid of Scorching Shot here. Creature of the Schism. Gotta love it. Okay. So it's definitely... If we would have kept Scorching Shot, we would have been a lot better off. So let's do this. Oh, there's the cut down. Okay. Probably this one. Okay. So mono black. So mono red mirrors and mono black. And you know, I'm just going to say it now. It seems like, you know, if you're just playing strictly mono red, you're not having the time of your life that I actually thought you were. Sure. Make a token, an extra blocker, why not? No problemo. And I don't know why it makes you go through this. It's so silly. It just automatically prompts it to do it, and I get it. Like, save time and development of like a certain card or its abilities, you know. But just the fact that you have to waste the time to go ahead and go through the prompts of Manifold Mouse, even though it doesn't have haste, it's kind of ridiculous. So what you gonna do over there, Mono Black? Make me sacrifice a creature.
Wow.
Sure.
One of your friends has to leave.
Attack with Preacher. Make a token. Alright. So, I mean, they're building an army up, and the one thing we don't really have, you know, in this version of Mono Red is a way to kind of like clear the board out. Okay. And then maybe we can go ahead and get rid of Preacher. And now we're just making another creature. So I do see the issues that I'm already running into with this build of Mono Red, obviously.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Of course, Mono Black is, you know, nothing to really be... I mean, it's good. Okay. So maybe we just go ahead and equip this and pass a turn. So now we're going to lose a couple of life each turn. I don't have a card to discard.
Don't overthink things.
Yep, they get to draw, and so they're going to hit us for 4, gain 4 life. Okay. Let's see. We're down to 8. And you know, it would be really nice to be able to, like, if he goes to attack again, just be able to block with the slick shot. So let's just see what happens here. Maybe they, okay, so they sacrifice the token and draw, sure. Alright, yep, kind of figured they'd have the spot removal for it.
Drop it.
And I don't think we actually have too many options to be able to... I mean, there's not any options currently in the deck aside from Scorching Shot. I think we could probably put more Scorching Shot in and be a little bit better off. So draw a couple of cards off of this. Okay. So we're down to 2. And we can't get rid of this guy. We are not doing enough damage with the cards that we have. Just not doing enough damage. So sad. Alright, so now we know that we need some more Scorching Shot. I don't think Lightning Strike is actually... I mean, yeah, it's removal, but we definitely need to get rid of things in mono black, so we're going to go back to the drawing board. We're only about 30 minutes into the stream here, and we already see that the deck needs a lot of help. It needs, like, 5 ambulance. You know? I mean, it needs... it needs, like, IVs and, you know, stitches. It needs a lot. So, let's see. Case of the Crimson Pulse is pretty cool, as you guys saw. I mean, it does work. It's like a workhorse, as it were. Demonic Ruckus, Emberheart Challenger is good. Heartfire Hero can actually do some pretty awesome things. I think we just come all the way off of Lightning Strike, go up on Scorching Shot, and let's see, what else do we want to do? Manifold Mouse isn't really doing like a whole lot. I mean, once it starts going, it is kind of cool because it puts a couple of blockers in. I mean, that is kind of nice. Maybe we'll keep just a couple of copies in there and just continue to see if it's worth it. So, Bane Splitter. I'm still wondering if Scamp would be a little bit better, like over Monasteries of Spear. With Bane Splitter as well as Ruckus targeting. Alright, let's go ahead and run with this. And I do think, like, maybe a couple of Demolition Field wouldn't be a bad idea in here. We could, and again, like there's like different versions with green and black, and I'm sure I'll probably do a video on those versions later on in the in this season. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into some more games. We'll just see if the adding the additional scorching shot will do us any favors. I'm not really sure. Got a game against DoSing23. I hope that's what that says. Oh man. So, one land hand. Opponent is going first again. But we have 2 slick shot in hand. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. Well, you know, we need what? 1 mana for almost everything. If we find 1 more land, we can play just about everything. Well, let's see what happens. See if we draw into it. Oh my gosh. Mono red again. Okay. It's kind of weird because, you know, if I'm any other deck, I don't face mono red. But as soon as you start playing mono red, you know, that's pretty much all you're gonna see, I guess. So, okay. Let's get slick shot over here. Yep, attack for 3. Well, okay. With the ruckus. Absolutely. Attack for 5. Goodbye. Alright, so 2 lands. They've got 4 power on the field as of right now. So if we were to go ahead and cast Slick Shot, and then on the following, let's say we go ahead and plot this one this turn. You know what? I mean, we could just Heartfire Hero, honestly. Do the Vein Splitter. Here we go. Let's pass a turn. At least give us something decent enough to block with. I mean, they could very well have another shock in hand. Okay, we'll block it. We can't block that. We'll block this. I wanted to block this out. I forgot that it has Menace. Alright, so no blocks. So now taking half, and then, yep, Monstrous Rage. Got me all the way down to 2. My goodness. Okay. We're pretty much dead here, guys. If we could stop with all the mono red, it would be great. That is so weird how Arena works. Like, they'll give you, like if I'm in the last stream, like Sultai Control, I mean, it wasn't like every single game. I mean, this is practically like every single game. Like, we played mono red and mono black, and wow. It'd be nice to see, you know, some other things, but I guess there isn't really much of anything else out there. And again, you know, we kept a 1 land hand, and we shouldn't have done that either, so it is on us. Okay, well, it seems good, but that doesn't matter. We're going first. Yep. Okay. We're still playing against mono red, no problem. Let's see. I mean, we kind of want to get ourselves set up a little bit. Just go ahead and do that. Kind of build our next turn up a little. Okay, no block. Okay, sure. What's this guy? Slick shot? Sure, no problem. Okay, it would have been nice to have another land. Do we want to go ahead and plot a slick shot? And then the next turn we could cast a slick shot, another slick shot, both ruckus. Or we could just slick shot now and play both demonic ruckus. I think we wait another turn. I think we're okay to wait another turn. What's up, kitty? Okay. Yep. Of course, like, that green version is running Audacity. Okay. Well, there's our first win with mono red. Don't really understand why they quit. I guess they knew what was coming the following turn. Let's go ahead and jump into another game. So they're running Audacity, and they're running, oh gosh, what is the name of the other one? I think it gives them, like, it's just a couple of different ways to draw cards, basically. And I think it gives them, like, +3? I'd have to look at the card again. Maybe we'll look it up in here in a little bit. So, Slick Shot is always good. Monstrous Rage is always good. Might of the Meek, Sellsword. I mean, I can kind of see, like, the puzzle. And we are going first. So we're going to start off by plotting Ruckus. Just a tree? No, this is just a tree. Okay, so they've made their decision. We're down to 6. Plot the Ruckus. Plot the Ruckus. Make some noise. They don't have a pet. My attention is always on this side of the screen when they don't have a pet. We'll go ahead and jump up. And every time I get to move anything in OBS, the sound goes out. Sorry about that, guys. Do apologize. Okay, so now I guess we could plot the Slick Shot. They are running black-green. Let's go ahead and plot this. Might as well. Yep, pass the turn. They're just gonna wait for Slick Shot to come in, and then they're gonna try to take it out. We'll just go ahead and pass. Play the stubborn game a little bit. Cool, so now we have another Slick Shot. We'll go ahead and plot that one too. Get a really nice turn set up for us because we can. We are able, so why not? Okay, yep. Baddie. Go for it. Just a tree. Okay. Like a rock. Was that one taken? So they took Scorching Shot, of course. Oh my gosh, another Slick Shot. Let's do it. 3 Slick Shots on the following turn. What you gonna do? You can't take them from us. You gonna destroy each one of them? You better be smacking me with that bat and trying to gain some life, I guess. Smacking me with that bat. Smacking me with that bat. Okay, they're thinking about it. They're thinking if they want to play Magic. Sure. Play a Preacher. Attack with your bat? I don't think that's the right play. But if you insist... Okay, so now we want what? Monstrous Rage. Good Might of the Meek. This is going to give +2/+0 on 1. This will give +1/+0, but it also draws. I think we probably want to do the Bane Splitter and Monstrous Rage. Let's see. 5 or less, so we can target it a couple of times. And that's what I was thinking, like, okay, yeah, you played it a little bit too early there, because I would still have a response to you targeting it with Cut Down. Okay, well, we got a couple of wins under our belt. I mean, that was a really rough way to start the stream. So again, Mono Red doesn't really have quite the field day that we think it does when it comes to just strictly Mono Red. I mean, there are versions that are, of course, different than mine. And most likely, I would say, they've been playing it a lot longer than I have as well. So, we have a Heartfire Hero, 2 Heartfire Hero, Swift Spear, Challenger. We don't have anything to target anything with. We are, however, going first. Let's see if we draw into something as we go. Go ahead and throw the Heartfire Hero down first, and then probably the Ember Heart in the following turn. And then the turn following that, we can try to get Heartfire and Swifty down. Good thing we have the Scorching Shot up against what looks to be Mono Black. Okay, sure, Scorching Shot most likely. Absolutely. Well, I could have played the Rockface Village instead. Alright. So I wonder if they're running... Okay, Hopeless Nightmare, sure. Would have been nice to have kept that hand. Oh my. Are we gonna draw into nothing but lands? 19 lands in the deck. Got another body back there to help block. Okay, here's Ruckus. This isn't going to last forever, obviously. We need to go ahead and get ourselves into some cards. And if we could get that Scorching Shot back from Deep Cavern Bat, we'd be doing a little bit better. Now we can't put any type of pressure on because of the Alcatraz. So I still feel like, I think as it sits against mono black, mono red, probably, well, not probably, it definitely needs some help, like some assistance from some different colors, and this isn't going to do it. We are Dunskies against mono black. Okay, we'll jump right into another game. But I think first, what I might end up doing, we need a little bit more evasion. Let's see. Could use a little bit more evasion. And Hardfire Hero, I mean, it's not sitting there long enough to get anything out of it. And by the time we are actually able to target it, it gets taken out. I mean, obviously with like Show Off and Ruckus, I mean, you get value out of those. Most of the time, Ember Heart Challenger is like a lightning rod. As soon as it hits the field, they're gonna take it out. Let's try Phoenix Chick in place of Heartfire Hero, just for that added evasion. Of course, like, it does get the +1/+1 counter as well, and that extra 2 to 3 damage that you get, we could split the difference. And try it like that. I feel like Phoenix Chick going 4 of is probably just a little bit better, but something is just, I don't know, won't let me completely let go of it. I have seen like a couple of tribal bounce decks that were pretty awesome. They were pretty decent. Mabel is pretty good, you know. A little bit of Boros Mice. 1 creature. If it dies, we are... but I don't really want to take a mulligan. Let's see. We go first. See what happens. Blue-white. Okay. Wow, what is wrong with their Ornithopter over here? He's having a rough go with things. I thought I was having a rough go with things. Okay. So, Phoenix Chick. And go with this? Nah. We could go with this. Which one do you take? Okay. So they smited it. They smited it. Okay. Synthesizer, so blue-white artifact. And that was another reason to add green. Which, you know, red does have ways of taking out artifacts that we may, of course, need to add to the deck. Well, okay. They didn't want to play against mono red, and I can't say that I blame them once they were tapped out. I guess they got this scry, right, off of the synthesizer, and I guess they just didn't like what they saw coming up next and didn't really have a whole lot of answers in hand. So, I get it. So, Alex Lima, BR. What are we thinking they're running over here? Oh my gosh, they're definitely on red. I mean, come on. How do you... There's no way they're on anything else other than mono red, right? There's no way. No way possible. Okay. What? I guess... I guess we start off with Swift Spear. Do they burn it? Nope. Okay. What do we got? Slip shot? Yes. Okay. Down to 16, but they do have the slick shot over there. They got 3 lands available. And they'll get to pump them to incredible heights. Oh, well, maybe not. Okay, another challenger. Alright. Let's attack in. Nothing? Okay. So got him down to 7. What are they gonna be able to do here? Monstrous Rage, Heartfire Hero. Okay. So that's 8. Attacking for 13. Oh, wow. Okay. Pretty good. No complaints here. I mean, they had it in their hand. What are you gonna say? No, you didn't. There's no way. Isn't prudent, isn't possible. They had the win. Okay. Jumping right into another one. You automatically earn rewards from the top row of the Mastery Pass as you play matches and complete quests. Mastery Pass, you know, I would say like that is pretty good value. Like if, you know, you're just starting in it, especially like being brand new to Arena. If you wanted to put money anywhere, the Mastery Pass is, I believe it's worth it. Let's see. Ember Heart, Slick Shot, Manifold. Borubo. Okay. Mono Black. They have cute little squirrels on their sleeves. Alright, Bronco. Gotcha. Bulgari aggro. So the question is, do we want to plot this? I don't think so. We'll just go ahead and go with Emberheart Challenger. Let's go ahead and attack in. Testing to see if they were going to block or not. And of course they chose not to block. Alright. Dread Knight. Sure. We take 2. Yep. Let's see. So we need another land to plot this. So yeah, let's go ahead and just cast a Slick Shot and attack. Knocked him down to 8. Saddle again. We don't take any damage off the card they drew. Nice. That was a pretty good turn for us. They do, however, have Go for the Throat and hand. That's a tough one. Let's just go ahead and double this up. Give it double strike and trample because why not? And a tag. So we got him down to 4. On the following turn, we can play Slick Shot and Case of the Crimson Pulse. We can pretty much empty our hand out. Ugh. Go down to 3. They're gonna gain 4 life, I would imagine. Yeah, okay. Makes sense to me. Okay. Slick Shot Show Off. In Case of the Crimson Pulse. Give this thing double strike. Too bad. So double strike and trample. And we'll just attack all in. And there comes the Phoenix chick. Well, it could have, right? Because we have to pay too. Yeah. Okay. So it'd have to be on the following turn. And there it is. Not a bad game. That was actually pretty even, I would say. Like, just as far as like the way the game went, it was a pretty even matchup, as I'm sure you guys would probably agree. Peerless Recycling. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. If the gift was promised, instead return 2 target permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. Pretty awesome. That's actually really not bad at all. Return target permanent card for 1 and a green. You do gift your opponent to draw a card. Instead, return 2 target permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. I'm going to do something with Peerless Recycling. That's pretty cool. So I did make a rabbits deck. I still have, I have Mono Black that I'm still working on. I'm also still working on Sultai Control. I have Jeskai Control. So many decks just ready to go to a degree. They're not, I'm still playtesting through all of them at the moment. So, start off with this. And maybe plot this. Then go into these. I mean, it's an easy puzzle, but it's still a puzzle. I'm jealous. I want this pet. Okay, Phoenix Chick it is. Going against Owlmouth. And of course, Mono Red. Doing another point of damage in. That is a great thing about Phoenix Chick. It sits up there and flies around. Another Sellsword, and that's pretty good. Let's see. So play this. And maybe Bane Splitter. Okay, and then Rage on the Phoenix Chick. Okay. Let's see what their follow-up looks like. 2 Hardfire Heroes is nothing to laugh at. Yep. 10. Very nice. Let's see. So if we did do the Callous Sellsword after attacking, let's see. So wouldn't quite be there. They already have 6. Don't think we can actually afford to attack here, unfortunately. We're at 9. They've got 6 power on the board. Now they have the village. So really, I mean, we don't want to block with the slick shot. We're gonna have to pass the turn again. We got stuck on 2 lands. Would be nice to actually find like a Scorching Shot wouldn't do us any good here, especially with how big the Heartfire heroes are. So now they've got everything they need. All they gotta do is attack, really. I mean, even if... It's not really gonna matter. Because if these die, then it's just gonna do the damage to us. Another village to pump that one, yep. So are you gonna... Yep, they're gonna attack. Okay. So that's 11. Don't know what the card in their hand is. There's not a whole lot that we can do here. I mean, we can try to... They both have trample. And that was it. That's all we could do. So it was looking like a different game there at the beginning, but of course, Heartfire Hero, having those 2 Monstrous Rages on Heartfire Hero really went a long way. And if we could just get a similar opening hand, I mean, Case of the Crimson Pulse is good to have. Scorching Shot is good to have. This, I mean, is pretty cool, especially for Heartfire Hero. So this, I don't know, because I still like the Phoenix Chick as well, especially because you can also pull them from the graveyard as you're attacking. And go down here. So as you're attacking, you can pull them back in, but maybe... And of course, like, Sellsword is great as long as you have the creature, and we haven't been able to pull off a good play with Sellsword yet. I have been able to recently, but Rockface Village, I feel, is pretty good if we can actually see it. Because it is, I mean, it is really good with Heartfire Hero, and we do have 2 of them in here. The only thing is that after the fact, it doesn't tap for red anymore after the fact, so. And so as soon as it comes in, you can tap and add red to cast a creature spell. I mean, the only thing we really need double red for is Scorching Shot, so maybe we could go up to 4 just so we can see it. Well, 3, okay. And then just pop the other land in there. It depends, it really does depend on the situation. We'll leave it like this and jump into another game. Mono red. So of course, like throughout the years, mono red has been just one of those, especially if you're just getting into Magic. It's really cheap generally for the most part. For one, you're not spending a whole lot of resources or money, trying to make rare lands and all these other things. Again with one creature. We're on the draw. But, it's just, it generally is really cheap, and it's a pretty easy deck to pilot and learn, as a beginner, to Magic, if you were just starting out. So most of the burn spells are common and uncommons, and it really wouldn't be hard to put together like a mono red burn deck, in a lot of different formats. And I still feel like, burn still has a place. Lightning strikes and shocks and lightning helix and all that, especially like something like counter burn. I haven't seen like a counter burn deck in Standard in a really long time, but I feel like there's a place for it. So now do you take it out since I targeted it? I figured that you have the removal spell. Okay. Don't know. Well, I guess maybe they only have one removal spell in hand and they're saving it for show off. Are they going to use it now? Use some kind of removal? Okay. And this is another reason, to run green, because you can obviously give your creatures indestructible. Aww. That would have been cool if we would have had mana open. So let's go ahead and do this. But, I don't really think we want that right now. So, anyways. Mono red is just one of those decks that you can easily get into. And again, like, just start, piloting, and what I mean by that is you can just kind of, it's not a hard deck to figure out and learn, and it's not hard to piece together. So they can sacrifice this and gain 3 life. I think it might be too late though, unless they have the removal. I'm just gonna go for it and just see if they, Oh, okay. So I picked up a few wins, tonight so far with mono red. It, it's definitely meeting its match when it comes to mono black and other mono red decks, especially if we're on the draw. And I do think like the ultimate version of this is probably gonna be Gruul, if I had to guess. I mean, Rakdos is pretty good too, don't get me wrong. There are also ways to give your creatures indestructible in mono black. I do like in green that you have hexproof as well as indestructible, as well as, being able to pump your creature at the same time. Again with one creature. I think we're running like 20 something creatures altogether. Alright. Let's go for it. Turn 1, Heartfire Hero. Turn 1, they take Heartfire Hero out, and then we're kind of like, you know, down the river. Living in a van down by the river. Okay. So we do this. We do this and this. Or do we plot this? I think we do this and this. That sounds like a plan, my lad. Sounds like a plan, chap. Heartfire Hero it is. And next turn, I guess we could, I mean, if they go ahead and throw anything in play to help them block, we do have Scorching Shot, so that's going to be pretty awesome. Okay, well, that was unfortunate. Let's see. So, Ruckus. Rage. Cool. So we could attach Bane Splitter and swing for 5 this coming turn. Oh, we could also do that. Attack for 5. Take one of them out or both of them out? That's the question. We do get to draw the card off of Swift Spears, so... Got a land out of the way. That's cool. We can activate the village on the Emberheart Challenger. Okay, fair enough. Heartfire Hero. Equip. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Well, it took us a little while to get started, getting some victories under our belt tonight, but I mean, we were able to chain a few of them together with Mono Red after a couple of changes, and I kind of figured, you know, that we would need to make some changes as we went. That's typically like how we do things, how we roll. It was just kind of playing it out and kind of adjusting to what we're seeing, adjusting to the meta currently, you know, because it depends on the day of the week, it depends on the time of the day, it depends on, you know, the algorithm, it depends on, there's so many different factors, but basically, you know, today we're seeing a lot of mono red, but tomorrow, who knows? And I'm not saying that, you know, it's probably not going to be 50% mono red at least at the minimum, but I'm just saying, like, we've seen almost nothing but mono red tonight, and it could very well change tomorrow. So it's good to kind of like make those, you know, like if you're seeing a lot of a certain thing a particular day, just kind of like adjust it on the go, of course, right? In between your matches, you know, if there's a spot, if there's any weakness that you notice as you're going through, just trying to fine tune it all the way through as you're climbing up to mythic rank. And sometimes, I mean, don't be too hasty, you know, making those decisions, because sometimes there's just, you didn't really need to do anything at all. It was just, you know, a few bad rounds. So I think we need to start off with Heartfire Hero. I think we kind of learned that. That's kind of how we probably need to start. Okay. 2 cards unless we discard a non-land card. I feel like we're gonna need Scorching Shot. And we're gonna need Case of the Crimson Pulse because we're not gonna have a hand before too long, so it's gonna be really cool to get that down. Discard a non-land card. I guess it's gonna have to be Vein Splitter. I really don't want to do that, but I feel like we're gonna need this. Ugh, so tough. Let's do this. I really didn't want to do that. That was terrible. Should have thrown the rock phase village down. We're gonna do this one. This one. Alright, let's see if they make us discard any more cards. Mr. Empty Mercury. Oh. And of course, that's another reason to run something to do with enchantments. You know, and another color. Let's see. Throw this one down. Get Crimson Pulse out there. Let's discard this one, I guess. Keep the Monstrous Rage in hand. Cool, cool. Sure. Holler. I think let's do this. So they're in temporary lockdown. Got rid of their own enchantment. Exile, yep. Okay. Man, I wish that it still did its damage to the opponent, even if you exiled it. That'd be amazing. Of course, that'd be even more broken. And then I would just have more to complain about. Alright. Our turn. Nope, we're just playing it. Got him down to 6. Awesome. Now we can actually draw a couple of cards off of Crimson Pulse. Sacrifice a creature. Yep. Oh, there we go. You gonna block it? You don't want to block it? They're trying to figure that out. I don't blame you. Freddie Mercury? Empty Mercury? Mr. Empty Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury wasn't empty. Very nice. Okay, so Empty Mercury decided that he didn't want to play anymore. So we're able to string together 4 wins here with Mono Red after the recent couple of changes we made. Again, the stream started off not really all that great. But, you know, made a couple of changes. Wasn't really showcasing all of Mono Red's strengths, I guess you could say. You know, it would be nice to have a few more burn spells in there, but Scorching Shot, especially against Mono Black, just being able to get Shieldred out of the way, or, you know, getting Aclazotz or Alcatraz out of the way. You know, having something that does 5 damage to creatures, you're kind of like, you know, because we need, when you get all that horsepower and no room to gallop, you kind of want to make some room. Empty Open? Why are we playing all these empty peeps? Everybody's empty. They're just a bunch of sad, empty people roaming around. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you feel empty. Okay. Start off with Monastery of Swiftspear. At least we gained a few life. Okay, let's plot this. So far we've seen white in a demolition field, so are they on mono white? That'd be kind of weird. Do we want to... We could play both show-offs and rage. I think that could be kind of cool. Yeah, sure. Get lost. We'll take the tokens. The map tokens. So do you have something to get rid of the other Slick Shot? Oh, I see. Okay. So let's play Crimson. And I guess we'll discard this thing. There we go. Absolutely, gain a couple of life. Why not? Dang. I always forget that you end up exiling the top card of your library. Each time, I always forget that part. Okay, let's see if they've got the removal for Emberheart. I'm sure they do. Open up the pizza box. Eat some candy and open up the pizza box. We're gonna have to play both of these. So... might as well Monstrous Rage now, because if they have the removal, they have the removal. And I don't really care to do it in attacks. I mean, they either have the instant speed removal or they don't. Sure. They don't want me to activate it. I won't activate it. No problem. now we can actually start drawing some cards. Oh. Well. Now we've got a couple of land, and unfortunately we still have a land in hand, so we can't wouldn't be able to activate our Crimson either way on that one. Okay, pass the turn. We're still at 20 life here. It's looking pretty bleak. Got 4 tokens in play. And now we've got a poison count or poison damage as well. So it is looking pretty bleak for us, unfortunately. So let's do this. And let's see. We could go ahead and put this on there. And then use 2 of these. Nah, I don't want that one. Yeah, I'll take that one. Okay. So let's attack for 6. If they'll let us. I don't think they're gonna let us. Okay. Dang. Yep, and it's over for us, guys. Unfortunately. They just had, so that was, you know, a prime example of like, you know, as long as you have a good amount of spot removal against mono red, I mean, you're golden. It doesn't really take like temporary lockdown. I mean, it used to, but anymore, you know, just with the way that they get a mono red, generally able to get a couple of creatures in play and then just try to pump them. And, so really, more so, the spot removal is more important than trying to sweep the board with like a lockdown. The cool thing too is like having that extra spot removal is really good against mid-range decks. It's really good against mono black. So this is pretty good. Diego Miranda. We go first, Diego. Heartfire Hero. What's up, buddy? You hunting for clues? Emberheart Challenger. Oh no. I guess we just get rid of a land. It would be nice to keep it. We kind of need 4 to get the full value out of Manifold. And we would like to play Case. Maybe we just get rid of Manifold Mouse. But since it's the furthest away from being able to be being played, I guess you could say. We could do both of these. Awesome. Get him down to 9 damage. So, good thing we drew the mountain. If we case, then we'd have to discard our Ruckus, and we don't really want to do that. So let's just go ahead. Which one do we want to... Might as well make hero bigger. This thing's gonna trigger the prowess anyways. So now we're almost attacking for lethal. We're gonna have to block at least the 3, I would imagine. Yeah. Okay. Still able to chain about 4 wins together before before we drove ourselves nuts with I honestly, you know, after the first few games I was like, okay, we're gonna be on the draw against nothing but mono red tonight, and then in between all the mono red we're gonna have mono black, and we're not gonna win any games today, and kind of made me a little bit sad. And I'm glad that we were able to chain some together. Chain some wins together. Well, again with only 1 creature. We go first. We'll start off with Swifty. Everybody loves Swifty. Okay. What do we want to do now? Ruckus this turn? Yeah, might as well. What's up, buddy? This was my original pet right here. This ghost. So now every time I see him, I gotta give him a hard time. Alright. 3 Mountain. I don't have anything in play yet. Green, white. Okay. I would imagine that they would have a way to get rid of this. Okay, not yet. Get lost? Yeah, okay. Just want to try to get resources down on the ground, but also get cards out of my hand for Crimson, which now we've got Ruckus, so we're going to have to plot this one. Play the land. Plot this. And we could Scorching Shot this thing, and then have our hand empty. Let's just go ahead and pass. We'll pass this turn. Because I know we're going to need a Scorching Shot for something else. Okay. So we're up against Wabbit. Sure. Let's go ahead and get in this. Okay. Hopefully our creatures live a turn. Bunny corn. Okay, yeah. So this is very similar to the rabbit deck that I'm working on. I'm also working on a Celestial Rabbits deck. Bunny Corn 4, of course, and then 4 of the Mentors. No block. So we could... Because this also has trample. What would be the best way to go about this? We could just do 5 damage to the Bunny Corn. Could play Emberheart Challenger and then do 5 damage. Oh, right. We can't do it this turn, unfortunately. Cool. I did it again, didn't I? Dang it. Oh, but wait, there's more. So we're attacking for like 10 next turn. So, let's see. Double strike. Double strike. Attack with this one. And it does have Menace, so they would have to block with 2 creatures. So down to 4 they go. What do they got? What you got over there, Oblivion? So we have the Bane Splitters. 5 mana in play. So if we get another land, we could equip both of the Bane Splitters. If they attack with 3 out of the 4 creatures, we're going to be just fine. Well, you already messed up. So that's 15. All we gotta do is block 1. Okay, so this 6 has trample. So we'll just block this one, and yeah. Okay. They kind of figured too, like, yeah, if we attack all in here, I mean, what were we going to do? Just let all the damage through? So, well, I'm glad that, you know, the end of the stream here, we're getting towards the end anyways. I'm trying to keep the streams at about 2 hours, and we're almost at the 2-hour mark. It came up pretty fast tonight. So, let's go ahead and get another game in. I'm just glad that we are actually, you know, we started off kind of, you know, it was bad, okay? It was bad. It was a bad beginning to the stream, but we started pulling it together and chaining together some wins. They're definitely giving off some mono black vibes over here, but they do have the goblin pet, so they could very well be mono red as well. I think we're just going to keep this with Heartfire Hero, as long as it lives, you know, get some things going over here. Of course, that's our only creature again, and we've been having a lot of 1-creature hands. We'll see. I hope they play a tapped land. That'd be perfect. Of course not. Cut down it is. Hit us with the cut down, yep. Alright. There we go. That works as well. Or just as well, I guess. I don't know. I mean, if we plot it, they're gonna see it and they're gonna be ready for it. Might as well just get a damage in. And then if he lives, we can actually chain together a few things. That'd be nice. Okay, yep. Discard, I guess a mountain. Okay. I guess, well, since this is our only creature, we're not really using this anytime soon.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick. Sacrifices must be made.
So, we could drop them down to 6. We're not going to have any cards in hand anyways. And we'd waste a turn hitting Liliana. But, well, yeah, we don't have any cards in hand anyway. She could make us sacrifice our creature. We could have, well, that's true. She could make us sacrifice a creature. +1 the following turn, then the following turn she'd be able to do that, and she is wide open for this. Let's see. I'll attack. Let's go ahead and go for Liliana. Get her out of the way.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
Don't have any cards in hand for them to make me discard. Got 4 mana in play now. So here comes what? Shieldred. Okay, well, Scorching Shot is gonna be great. As long as we're able to hold on to it, that is, which, against discard, there's no point. Play another land, might as well. If I would have known that they weren't going to do anything, I mean, we would have definitely attacked them instead. But I just didn't think we were going to have the option. Like, I thought for sure that they would have played a Preacher or, you know, just have some kind of body in play to protect Liliana and then make us sacrifice a creature after. There we go. They did not make us discard a card. We'll also activate this. Heartfire Hero out there as well. 3 life. Cool. Alright guys, well, that was pretty awesome. We're actually able to, you know, after a really horrible start to the stream tonight, we actually got to rank up to Platinum Tier 3 within the 2-hour time frame. And again, like, you know, last season, I wanted to make a series, and I haven't really seen anybody else. I mean, they could very well have done it. It's not like it would be all that new. But in my mind, I just wanted to make a series, go from bronze all the way to mythic with one deck and kind of show like all the struggles, and all the back and forth that goes into trying to make it to that point. Especially for anybody new coming in, and anybody tenured as well. Like, maybe you don't play standard, maybe blue eye control is something you've been thinking about playing, but you just never got around to making it. But anyways, blue eye control is my favorite deck. If you haven't, gone back and watched any of the series, that would be awesome if you wouldn't mind checking it out for me. And again, I do appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me and all the feedback. Definitely don't forget to like and subscribe, follow, share, maybe watch with a couple of friends. I do appreciate all the support again. So, and then this season, what we're doing is we are going to be playing a few different types of decks. I was thinking about just one deck per stream, and just trying to, make changes on the fly as we went through, like we did tonight. So I think I might try to do that throughout this season and just showcase some different decks. Again, like the ones I talked about. Still working through Sultai control. We do have other versions of red green, as well as red black. So we got a Rakdos version of what we played tonight. We've got a Gruul version. We've got Celestia rabbits. We've got a bunch of different things coming. Dimir control, Jeskai control. It's a lot. So, anyways, I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. And anyways, I hope you have a good one, and we'll see you in the next one.